Absolutely.
Leads me into storyline number 4. Will the Dolphins lean more on the pass or on the run? We've talked a lot down the stretch, Josh, about the Miami trying to find an identity, right? We've
Mhm.
been running six linemen out there. Now we got Quinn Ewers playing out there. So does this game actually tell us if the identity is real or if we have an identity, or is it just more, is it just more kind of evaluation mode stuff for a variety of guys?
Again, and I don't mean to be repetitive, but it's tough, right? Because I think having Ewers in there changes a lot of things. What this team has looked night and day.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that Ewers is some magical mythical beast who's going to be a 10-year starter for Miami. Not at all. But I'm just saying Tua was that bad that a
Yeah.
7th round rookie makes this team look exponentially better. Ewers has looked very calm in his last 2 games, very composed, very poised, doesn't get down on himself, doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. And Mike McDaniel has done a very seemingly very good job outside of the occasional mind blip that he always has where he decides I'm going to pass it behind the line of scrimmage in the red zone.
Uh,
Um,
Gotta love the mind blips.
yeah, the mind blips. He's called a very concise game plan, which we're going to run the ball to set up the pass. We're going to do play action now that we have a quarterback with an arm, and we're going to throw it deep. And we're going to rinse, wash, and repeat until they stop it. And then once they stop that, we're going to go play action to the tight ends. And once they stop that, we're going to just run the ball. And it's been very consistent. It's been kind of almost 50-50 to an extent.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if it matters
Yeah.
because, you and I both agree, and I believe a lot of Dolphins fans would agree with us that this is probably the last time we see a lot of this coaching staff.
Probably.
So does it matter? No. What do I think we'll see? I think we'll see a very heavy run game with peppered passes down the field in by Quinn Ewers, very similarly to what we saw in the Tampa Bay game. Um, the unfortunate part of this is that we have a rookie quarterback, a coaching staff whose seat is like 7th level of hell hot, if you
Can't sit in
will.
that thing.
Nope. And we're going against a really disciplined team.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess from an identity standpoint, what are you looking for early?
I'm looking for balance. I'm looking for balance. Since Quinn Ewers has taken over, the split has been 50-50. And even in the lopsided game against Cincinnati, we still stuck to a 50-50 split between the run and the pass. So, I'm looking to see if they maintain the split that we obviously now know is what Mike wants. And our assumption that earlier in the year Mike was running the ball 40 times a game to avoid giving it to Tua is obviously correct.
Yeah.
So I'm looking not only at that, though, I'm also looking at penalties, dumb plays, blown assignments. We saw a few against Tampa that almost gave up the game.
Yeah.
Tampa gets the ball with just a few minutes left, and I think it was a linebacker in a corner. I don't know which ones. They both saw Godwin and both ran away from Godwin, who then proceeded to catch the ball for a 59-yard strike. And the announcer is just baffled. He's like, there's one thing you needed to do as a defense in this situation. Don't let up a big play. And on the first play, they let up a big play. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. And these are exactly the type of things that ownership or whoever is making the decision as to whether or not they're going to keep this staff is looking at, right? Like, is the team playing disciplined ball? And the fact that those mistakes are still happening at the final game or second to last game of year 4 of this coaching staff
Wild.
is incredible. Those things aren't happening on the Patriots team that's in their 18th game of year 1. And they're still happening on the 18th game of year 4 for Mike McDaniel's team. And those are the things that I'm forever on the lookout for, because when they inevitably make the decision, if the decision doesn't go the way that we're hoping it goes, I'm going to be baffled and looking at these things over and over again like it's a nightmare in my head that will not stop.
Yeah.
These things happened for 4 straight years and they decided to keep him. That will be what's in my mind. And that's what I'm always looking for when it comes to this team.